What is up and how is it going, guys and gals? You're listening to the voice of Boom Nation, and today I'm happy to be bringing you all another episode of my Black Ops 2 quick tips series. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all a quick little class setup that I've been having a blast with over the past week or so, and I could not share it with you guys because I've had some tremendous success. In fact, one of the gameplays you saw in one of my recent videos actually used this class setup, and I went ham. I got like 70 kills or something in multi-team hardpoint with non-lethal streaks. So I absolutely went in, and I've been having tons of success, been using it in league play, been really testing its limits, and I've had a lot of fun with it. What I found out is this class setup is one of the best class setups you can have for playing hardpoint, no matter how you're playing it. You could be playing it in multi-team, you could be playing 4v4 league play, you could be playing 6v6 regular hardpoint, doesn't matter. This class setup adds so much versatility to your play style that I think you're really going to love it when you try it out while you're playing hardpoint. Now, for those of you that don't know, hardpoint is one of the best game modes for leveling up. So if you guys are looking to play hardpoint to level up more quickly and reach that master prestige rank, but you don't really know what class setup to try out, give this one a go because it's absolutely incredible. I've tried it out in other game modes as well, and it does perfectly great. I've even used it in TDM, kill confirmed, and I can just go ham with it. So it's a blast to use. I definitely want you guys to try it out, and without further ado, let's get into what the class setup actually is. So you can see, as our primary weapon here, we're using the M8A1, and our two attachments will be the red dot sight or the reflex sight, as well as the stock attachment. Now, the secondary weapon on this class setup is actually a Remington shotgun, so that means you're going to need the overkill wild card on this class setup in order to be able to use a shotgun as your secondary. But my oh my, is it worth it. We're not rolling with any attachments on this particular class setup, though there are a few variants we'll go over later that can help cater to your play style individually. Now, for the perks, we're using lightweight, and then we're also using perk 1 greed so that we can have flak jacket too, because what's an objective class without the flak jacket protecting you from those grenades, that oh so overpowered C4 that people just love to hurl at you in a public match setting. So that's going to be very key, and we're going to be, of course, using toughness. I always use that in all of my class setups, and then dexterity to finish it off. Now let's take a look at some of the ways that you can modify this class setup to better suit your playstyle. The first thing you can do is change up the secondary from a Remington to a more close quarters submachine gun. The MP7 is a valid option considering it is a pretty solid weapon even if you don't have any attachments on it, but you could also roll with the MSMC if you're looking for an extra close quarters advantage. Now, moving on to other parts of this class setup that you could alter, you might want to take off flak jacket. This is iffy. Personally, I think flak jacket is necessary for a lot of hardpoint games when people are just chucking things at you, but if you're playing league play where lethal equipment is a little less frequent, then flak jacket might not be quite as necessary, and you can go ahead and take that off and perhaps use one of those points to add a laser sight onto your Remington, perhaps use one of those points to add a piece of equipment. Maybe it's C4 if you're in a public match, maybe it's an EMP grenade if you're playing league play or competitive Call of Duty, and it's just gonna provide you a lot of flexibility if you're not using flak jacket, although a lot of people feel it's necessary, especially in public matches. One other thing you could do is take off dexterity and replace it with tactical mask if you're looking to avoid the tactical grenades from the other team. They can be a huge hassle and really hinder your play style. So if that's something important to you and you feel like dexterity is not really a necessity, then tactical mask might be the right answer for you. In terms of some of the best maps that I would recommend using this class setup on, among them are Slums, Standoff, Raid, and Yemen. Now, these 4 maps are luckily all played in the competitive scene when it comes to playing hardpoint, so this is pretty fortunate, and I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite spots to hold down on the map using this class setup. So on Slums here, we have the A flag side hardpoint back here, and what I love using this class setup for is rotating between playing anchor and rushing the hardpoint, because you can sit back here behind this brick wall and pick people off as they try to flank your hardpoint location, or if you need to, you can just switch to that shotgun, hop in the hardpoint, watch people flooding down these staircases, and just take them out with so much ease. Now, my favorite hardpoint location on the map Standoff to use this class setup for is a building known as Green, and this is back by the gas station, and you can just sit up in this windowsill, pick people off with the M8A1, maybe they're sitting at L wall or at the green tank, coming through C flag building. Doesn't really matter because you have such an advantage with the head glitch and so much range with the M8A1, but then if you ever need to play some quick defense on people that are contesting the hard points, just pull out that shotgun and watch that staircase. It's just so easy. Now, for the map Raid, my favorite place place to hold down is actually the first hard point you run into. It's right in the middle of this big ring, right by the place called Statue. And you can sit in either of these two opposing windowsills, either in laundry or red windowsill, and just take people out with this M8, or again, if you need to, bust into that hard point when the time is right with that shotgun and just take people out. On Yemen, my favorite place to hold down with this class setup is in a place that some people call church, and it's just got this notorious balcony where people get picked off, and you have the chance to be one of those people with this M8A1 class setup, because there's tons of long lines of sight that you need to cover, but once again, if you ever get in trouble, someone's contesting the hard point, you just switch over to your shotgun, and all of a sudden you are at a major advantage against most of the opposition. Now, the most important part of this class setup is making sure that you're strafing side to side when you have the M8A1 in your hands, because you are using the stock attachment, which is going to make this so much more effective and easier. And if you can learn to master the strafe with this M8, you are just going to dominate the opposition. And then, of course, when it gets to that close range engagement, you pull out that submachine gun, you pull out that Remington shotgun, and you go to work. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I certainly hope you guys go try out this class setup. It is a ton of fun. I've never really seen anyone else use it, so give it a go. Hopefully it works out well for you, and make sure to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy. On last week's video, we got over 300 likes, which is way more than I asked for, so I just want to say thanks to you guys. You all continue to impress and amaze me with your support on my videos. So thanks again for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day.